Hey friends, so we are talking about mapping your promotions. We are breaking down the pink campaign, and so next up we are talking about green. Now, green is a very exciting place in the company. We often call it the sweet spot in the company because it is a money maker. That's when the money gets extra real. Now, you can make a killing as a yellow, you can make a killing as a blue, but usually what that requires is a very high personal retail sales. And so with green is when you really hit that level of just recognized higher leadership. You have more people on your team. You at this point are duplicating very, very well. And so yeah, green is just a really exciting place to be because really, and I mean this with all of my heart, once you hit green, it seems like the top ranks really do come a little bit easier because all you're doing is again, by that point, you've really got the duplication process down. I'm going to say this in every single video. Duplication comes from education and educating motivated women on your team to do exactly what you just did. When you can teach women to do what you did by being able to explain how you did it, girl, black it's a no-brainer. It's going to happen very quickly for you. So we are going to talk about another pretty picture, and this is green. Oh, my penmanship's terrible. So the requirements for green. $500 in PRS. The most PRS you ever have to have in a month to hit a promotion in Younique is $500. Even black is $500. Black status 1 and 2 and 3 are all $500 a month. That is so unbelievably attainable, which is one of the reasons I absolutely love Younique, because the fact they don't require unbelievably high PRS for us to qualify for our promotions means that we can give a lot more time and energy and focus to our teams. And so I love that. So $500 in PRS, or the equivalent depending on your country. You need 3 qualified presenters. And again, a qualified presenter is somebody who has done $125 that month or more on your team. So you need 3 women who have accomplished that. And then it's $10,000 in company wholesales and $2,000 in circle sales. Circle sales are everybody in your downline outside of greens. So once somebody goes green, they and their entire downline, their company sales only leave your circle. So they still stay part of your company wholesales, but they leave your circle. So green is the first level that you have a requirement for your actual circle sales. And so the requirement is $2,000 in circle sales, because it is possible to be green and have greens underneath you and yet you not go orange because you haven't quite met some of the qualifications potentially. So yeah, that's possible. So keep up those circle sales. And the way that we get circle sales is that continuous, remember what I said, continuously be sponsoring and continuously be walking people through this process of getting their pinks. So you're constantly sponsoring, you're constantly helping your pinks get to pink, getting your new people to pink, and then you're getting those to blue, and then you're going to help them. Once you've gone green, you're going to help your people go green, which is going to send you to orange and purple and black. So here's our little picture of green. So here's the most, I guess, simple scenario to look at green. And I actually have 2 forms for green because green can be a little bit of a different animal. And the reason that I'm only going up to green in these roadmaps is because once you see this, you should be able to duplicate higher. And the truth is orange and above, once you're working with elites, it really varies team to team. And that really splits off in the way that it looks for how women get to those higher levels. And so if you are running for orange and above, communicate with me, communicate with our upline black, communicate with your sponsor, and so just let me know if you need some help road mapping out purple or black, because I can help do that. Because basically what you're doing when you're running for those higher levels is you are just going to look at your people who are running for green, and you're going to help them work through these roadmaps, the green roadmap, and you're going to help them walk their people through the lower roadmaps. So green in the simplest form. To get green, you would be potentially or hopefully looking at having 3 blues on your team. And again, how do we get blues? We get blues by helping our girls find the 2 strongest on their team who are wanting to run for pink, by helping those girls sponsor 5 and find their 2 strongest and repeat. And so by getting our blue, we're basically just affirming them to do what we just did. So we just came off of blue. We just learned what it was like to strengthen 2 pinks and get them to their next promotion by helping them sponsor their people and potentially sponsoring more than 5 if that's what it takes, but definitely continuously sponsoring even the months after we hit our promotion, obviously. So blue is we're doing that 3 different times. We are helping 3 women on our team find their 2 strongest women and helping them get pink. And so again, I'm going to say it 100 times. Duplication comes from educating your motivated women. So help your women get to blue by showing them exactly what you just did, by getting those pinks and getting them to sponsor. So that is the cleanest scenario of green. But something that I see that happens a lot to get to green, because if you are running for green, and I mean going really fast, remember what happened for blue is that you had 2 really strong girls on your team that you were getting them to run for pink, and they were actually running for blue in the process of completing this, right? Because we understand that in running for pink, if we get those 2 strong girls and we get them their 5 people and everybody's doing their launch parties, it's very probable to hit pink and blue at the same time. So you just did this, right? Well, you had 2 strong girls on your team, and if you were not sponsoring like you needed to sponsor and get another girl in here and start working on your 3rd or 4th or 5th girl that you're working toward pink, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have a blue, and you will potentially have 2 really strong running for blue teams. And what will often actually happen in this scenario is that this girl, right, so she was your pink last month and she's running for blue this month. Well, she's a rock star. She got one of her girls to already be running for blue along with her. And so they're running, you know, vertically like this. They're actually both running for blue at the same time. And so this is blue 1, blue 2, and blue 3. So this is a possible scenario to still hit green. And so what happens in this is, first, I'm going to smack your hand and tell you, start sponsoring people, because you need to get wider. You don't want to run super, super deep like this. You want to get wide in your team. You want to have, you know, 20 blues across would be more ideal for you hitting promotions than running super deep like this. So still, this is a great scenario because you've done an amazing job. You're creating 2 really solid leaders. So don't beat yourself up if this happens. This isn't a bad thing. I'm just going to tell you to start sponsoring and growing new pinks on your team and getting them to their new promotions. So what happens in this scenario? Blue 1, blue 2, and then I have a pink 1 over here. So this lady, she needs to get 2 qualifieds, right? So she's running with her rock star. She's running with the girl who's also running for blue. She's also going to be working on getting a girl pink by, you know, you have definitely know the pink steps by now. So this happens, what should happen is this girl needs to generate $4,000 in team sales for herself to accompany wholesales for her to go blue. And so she has her 2 Rockstar pinks down here, and they're growing their 5, and they're finding their 2 strongest, and they're doing that whole duplication process. Well, this blue is going to push $4,000 in company wholesales up to blue 1. Well, your first blue, because she needs to get a second one, and she's a rock star, so she's going to work on getting this girl to pink. Ideally, for you to hit green, this blue, she needs to do at least $6,000 in company wholesale. So she would be a, you know, a better than blue. She's like a blue plus, but not quite green, but she's going to be green next month because she has awesome company wholesales, and this girl will be running for blue next month, and so she's going to do great. However, because of this, you can have this really strong $6,000, you know, 6,000 company wholesales leg. That is very possible. So you're going to encourage this blue to try to even hit higher, hit above that 4,000, because if her 4,000 rolls up and then she doesn't do anything else, when she just has one little qualifier, she's really just kind of feeding off of her rock star, and she's not going to last. What's going to end up happening is she would fizzle away if she's trying to work off the sales of somebody else. She needs to be working her own business and growing and promoting. So ideally, she's going to be pushing her business, and she's going to hit that $2,000 mark personally, and then because she's getting this girl to pink, which adds to her 4,000, her 2,000 to get her to pink, and then boom, she's at 6,000. So then when you get this other girl blue, by teaching her to do the simple process we talked about, getting 2 pinks by helping them with their 5, yada, yada, yada. Once you have these 2, you've got 4,000 here, you've got 6,000 here. That's $10,000 in company wholesales already. So really what you have to do at that point is just remember to keep an eye on your PRS and keep an eye on your company wholesales on your circle sales, because do you know what could happen in this scenario with your rock stars in a line is that this girl's PRS could be 4,000. This girl might even go blue and drive this girl, she might hit green. It's very possible that this rock star, without even meaning to, would hit green. And if you didn't do anything personally, you may not have the circle sales to maintain your green status. So again, that's why you always want to be, one, never forgetting your personal retail sales, and two, you always want to be sponsoring to grow that circle sales. So that is my roadmap of green. And if you can't tell, since green took me 10 minutes to explain, once you get into elites going underneath you and that sort of thing, it does get a little bit more complicated. Not impossible. It's not that it's hard. It's a very simple process, because all you're doing to go orange is you're helping one girl do what you just did. You're helping her do this on her team. So, and then when you're running for that's orange. So when you're running for purple, you're helping 2 people do that. And when you're running for black, you're helping 4 people do that. That is it. And the foundation of every single one of these promotions and duplication processes is teaching your girls how to get pinks. And we get blue by getting your girls pink. And we get green by getting your blues by helping them get pinks. That's it. That is why this is the pink campaign. And so hopefully this road mapping really helps you to not only see it for yourself, but really teach your girls also how to see it. So let me know if you have any questions. But yeah, you guys are awesome, and I will see you in there. Thanks so much.